Namaste, Kumar.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. One second. Let's start with 3 ohms. Please take a deep breath. Namaste everyone. Namo Namaha. Suprabhatam, wherever you are. No, Tammy is here. Great. Welcome back, everyone, after a week. Some of you have been busy doing the assignment, some of you have not. So, where did we leave last week? We left at 3:31, I think.
30.
30? We did
We
30.
left at 30. 30. We left at 30.
No, 31. We finished 31.
Huh? 31. na?
Yes,
we
we
finished
yes.
31.
Correct.
Okay. There we go. So we started this Vibhuti Pada by defining dhyana, dharana, and samadhi. And as we went down, we saw that the three together is called samyama, right? So And we also saw that this is the three together is called Antaranga Yoga, but still it is still external to Nirbija Samadhi. That's what we saw. Is this something that you remember, all of you?
Yes,
Yes.
Kumarji.
Okay. So, and then we went on to define some of the, we went on to redefine kind of the dhyana, dharana, and samadhi with a different name, that's all. It's the same thing, but dharana we called as Nirodha Samadhi, and dhyana we called as, what did we call dharana? Dhyana.
Samadhi Parinama.
Samadhi Parinamaha, Nirodha Parinamaha, Samadhi Parinamaha, and Ekagrata Parinama. Ekagrata Parinama. Okay, we redefined all of them with the three names. And then, and we also saw that this, when you are in the Samadhi Parinamaha, from that Shanti, from that peace that comes inside is how you experience the answer from the divine. And we also saw from the deep peace, we get three things: the dharma, lakshana, and avastha. That is the dharma, the indicators, the characteristics, the indicators, and the state of whatever information has come into you. So we saw that this the shanti that arises from you, and the way this dharma flows into you, some indescribable dharma. That's how that information comes in. Whoever is getting it, and he is called a dharmi because he follows that dharma. Is the dharmi. So whoever is receiving, whoever has this samyama, has to be a dharmi, otherwise he won't get it, right? So this is very important here. It is also important to understand that samyama is a siddhi, right?
Yes.
It is a special ability, correct?
Yes.
It's a special ability. So you understand that as it's a very advanced siddhi. Of all the other siddhis, this is a very, very advanced siddhi. Top of the pile, siddhi. And then we went on to say that if the questions are placed in a different sequence, the answers, although the question may be the same, the answers may come in a different sequence, all that we saw. And then we went on to say that it'll also give you the past and future. You can also know that's how we started the various siddhis. The past and future can also be known. And then what did we see? We saw a few of the different siddhis that we saw. You can understand the chitta. You can get into the chitta of the other person. If you have that siddhi, you can get into the chitta of the other person and know what type of person they are. Although you can get into the siddhi of into the chitta of the other person, it is not possible to get into the chitta of the source, which is the unmanifested. We also saw that. That what we are trying to say here is the unmanifest divine will be a mystery always. You can never know the unmanifest divine. We can only experience the unmanifest divine. To samyama, you can experience. You place a question and you let go, and in that ananda, you will get back the answer. You can never know the unmanifest divine. Then we went on to talk about the cloaking technology, how you can hide from others, that kind of a siddhi, by preventing the although they are although you are right in front of them, they won't be able to see you, because you prevent the energy that is coming from their eyes. You are blocking that energy from their eyes. Similarly, you can also sounds can be made unheardable. That we also saw that. Then we moved on and we discussed you can get an idea of what has already happened, what has happened in the past, and what is also going to happen in the future. That also that's also a siddhi that one might get. And future happening can come also through we said omens, right? Some indications will be there, some bad omen will be there. So through that also you can understand, or it can come as a information to you. Arishtebhyo means omens, Sutra 23. And then we saw that Maitri, Adishu, that is Maitri, and then etc. So we referred back to Sutra 133. We went back to Sutra 133, which we have seen many times. We explained this: Maitri Karuna Mudita Upekshanam Sukha Dukha Punya Apunya Vishayanam Bhavanatah Chitta Prasadanam. We went and saw that. That is, if you lead a life of moderation, then Bhavanatah means it feels good. The chitta feels good, right? That is the prasadam you get, the prasadanam. That's the prasadam you get when you lead a life of moderation. Your chitta will not be going here and there, going all over the place. That will happen only if it is a life of moderation. So he's saying if you lead that kind of a life, it is a huge strength. That's what Sutra 34 says. Maitri Adishu Bhalani. Right?
Yes.
So that strength will be like the strength of a elephant. It will be like a kind of an elephant strength. That's the kind of strength you will have. And then we saw what did he say? Bhavanas Surya. Yeah. You can see by focusing on Surya. By focusing on Surya, you can get the knowledge of the cosmos. The cosmic knowledge can be obtained. And then by watching the moon, Chandre Tara Vyuha Jnanam.
Kumar, 3:26, Kumar. 3:26, third chapter, 26. Once again. Pravritya Aloka.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is actually saying that what is in front of you. Hold on one second.
Viprakrishta.
Prakrishta. Pravitya Aloka Nyasat. Nyasat means connection.
Connection.
Aloka is light.
That is,
So
you do
the-
samyama on light.
Yeah. So not light, the activations of the vrittis. See, the pravritya means pravritya. You have to read it like that, pravritya. The activations of the vrittis of your nature. From the
Activations.
activations of the vrittis, it is the activations of the vrittis. So brings out your nature and that light from that. That's what it is saying. The light of any activation, the light of any activation, by experiencing it, what can you know? The second part. Sukshma vyavahita vipakrishta jnanam. Viprakrishta jnanam. What can you know is you can know of things that are there in front of you, but you cannot see it. Meaning that it is hidden.
Hidden.
If something is hidden, this is the siddhi with which you can find out where it is. We went through this sutra last week.
Yes, I didn't follow much steps.
You understand now?
The samyama has to be done on the light of the activation. Where the samyama, what type of samyama we have to do?
No, he is saying that from the activations of the vrittis of your nature, you are doing a samyama on the vrittis.
Vrittis.
The light that emerges out of that, the light of any activation, by experiencing it, it is a sukshma light. It is a very subtle light. So from that you get this siddhi. I mean, what you will get is you will be able to find out any missing object or missing person. If they're hidden, you will be able to detect them. Okay. So this is actually, it is detecting the energy. I mean, if you look at most of this, it will be detecting energy because we are a body of energy. Anything and everything is a body of energy. It emits energy. From there, we moved on to 29, which says by doing a samyama on the dhruva, you can get to know the movement of the stars. And then we came to Sutra 30, Nabhi Chakre Kaya Vyuha Jnanam. So by Vyuha, we have seen this, see this Vyuha. This comes in everywhere. What is that Vyuha? That Mahabharata. What Vyuha?
Formation.
Formation.
Yeah, Vyuha means formation. No. There will be a Vyuha that this guy, this
Maze,
fellow.
like maze, like a maze.
Hmm?
Is it like a maze? When you get in, it will be very difficult for you to come out.
Yeah, it's a formation. In one formation is where
Abhimanyu cannot.
Abhimanyu, he does not know how to get out. That's how he gets killed, right?
Yeah.
There is a name for that Vyuha, I forget the name. It is that formation of all the soldiers, the way they are formed.
Padma Vyuha.
Was it Padma Vyuha? I can't recall. So that's what it means, formation. So here Vyuha means formation. So Kaya Vyuha means formation of the body. You can get the knowledge of formation of the body by focusing on the Nabhi Chakra, which is Manipura Chakra. Kantakupe Kshup Vipasa Nivrittihi. So we did this sutra also by focusing on the Kantakupa, in the well of the throat. You can get, you can avoid being hungry and thirsty. So in Ramayana, I don't know if I said this in the last class or not, where Vishwamitra will take Rama and Lakshmana to give him protection while doing a big yajna. And since they have to be in the forest, they have to as they are giving protection, they will be going here and there, and they'll be in different places. They may not get food, and they may not get water. They may not have any source of water nearby. So he teaches them this technique. Okay. Kurmanadhyam styrium. So there is a nadi called Kurmanadi. So from the belly, behind the navel, that's where it starts, and then it goes all the way to the throat. Okay, and it has been found, since it is somewhere in the throat area, it is ending. This gives connection. I'm sorry. This part is actually the ear, nose, throat area. So they have found that if a person is slightly imbalanced in terms of, see those, what is it called, gyro crystals in the ear. If you have this vertigo problem and some kind of a problem, probably Miraji can say a few words on that. So they adjust the crystals in the ear. If you go to the ENT, you will blow with you'll do something with and adjust the crystals, and then once the crystals are in place, you will get back the balance. It may not be true for everyone, but sometimes that happens. Those can be corrected. Those days there was no ENT, right? So those kinds of imbalances can be corrected by focusing on the Kurmanadi. By doing a samyama on Kurmanadi, those imbalances can be corrected. Styrium means balance, complete balance, getting back the complete balance. You can get back the complete balance. With me?
Yes.
Murda Jyotishi Siddha Darshanam.
Excuse me, Kumarji, can you scroll down the sutras, please?
Oh.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
thank you. Murda Jyotishi Siddha Darshanam. See, there is a point called Murdanya point. So this is actually right at the place where it's at the forehead, and right at the place where the hair is parted, especially I don't know, the people who comb their hair in the traditional way by parting at the center. It is right at this place where the parting starts. In Tamil we say Vagadu, right? Where the Vagadu starts. And I feel, I don't know, I have not checked with Dr. Rajan. This may be the reason why women put their kunkumam there.
Yes.
The kunkumam might have some special properties, so they put it there. But why do they put it there? Why should they? So that's what this sutra is about. Murda Jyotishi. Jyotishi means light. Okay, Jyoti comes from Jyoti. So this point is called Murda point. Murda point. This point is very important because we saw that the divine connectivity comes from the center of the head, top of the head, center of the head, right? We know that. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes. So the Sahasrara chakra is right here. And from the Sahasrara chakra, there is a virtual antenna that rises, and that's how the transmission takes place, transmission reception from the unmanifest divine. Don't think there is a horn-like thing here, like a regular antenna. We discussed this somewhere many weeks back in the class. No, nobody remembers that?
Yes, you mentioned.
Yes,
Huh?
yes. You
You
mentioned
had,
this.
yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah. No, but I'm seeing a lot of doubts on the face. That's why you have forgotten. No, if you have forgotten, you want me to talk about it again, tell me so that I can explain it again. Don't have to feel shy. This is the time to ask. Okay.
Yeah, I missed, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, will you talk about it again?
Yes. So this Sahasrara chakra is on the top of the head, middle of the top of the head. And all these chakras are connected, right? Through the Sukshma Nadi. So where are the chakras? The traditional understanding is it is on the
Middle of the body.
middle of the,
Body.
Middle of the body.
that is not the traditional understanding. The
It's
traditional
on the
understanding is where?
Backbone. Backbone.
It is on the spine. You go anywhere, they will tell you it is on the spine. It is, none of the chakras are on the spine. The chakras are in the middle of the body. So from the top of the middle of, on the middle of the head, from the top of the head, top of the middle of the head, if you draw a line, straight line, right up to the perineum. Perineum is just about, it is just in front of the anus. If you draw a straight line, all the chakras are on that line, and that line is in front of the spine.
Yes.
And then these chakras are connected to the spine. Okay. So understand the Nadi system. It doesn't have to be a physical connection. It can be a Wi-Fi connection also. In Wi-Fi, there is no wire connection, right? How are you connected with your cell phone, Meena? It's not connected by wire.
Yes.
It's a Wi-Fi connection to your internet at home, right? So the nadis can be connected like that too. Although you cannot, although there is no physical connection, it can be a Wi-Fi connection. The chakra can be connected that way too, or anywhere. A sukshma nadi, a physical nadi may go up to a certain point, and then it may miss out. You may not be able to see it, and then it may start again. After a break, it may start again, and in between the two, it is a Wi-Fi connection. With me, people?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from the top of the head, if you drill, like I said, if you draw a line all the way to perineum, all the 7 chakras are located on that. Right? So this is what we do to the chakra dhyana. This is what we are meditating on, and we are activating all this, cleaning them out, and on a daily basis. I don't know how many of you are attending the daily class. If you're attending the daily class, you are cleaning it out. Just like brushing your teeth, you're cleaning it out every day. So from here, from the top of the, from the chakras, from the Sahasrara chakra, when it gets energized and activated, there is a virtual antenna, because the information has to be transmitted, right? So see, look at the system. Man thinks he invented the antenna. No. So there is a virtual antenna And then, so the virtual antenna is actually called the Sudarshana Chakra.
Oh,
It's
Mm.
that's what is 6 inches above your head. He'll always say, Dr. Rajan will say, focus 6 inches over your head. So from there, every transmission is all taking place. So for the divine, the connectivity with the divine comes from the top of the head, from the Sahasrara Chakra. It comes down, and then it comes to the front. From here, right down goes the Sukshma Chakra, Sukshma Nadi. But then there is another Nadi which comes front, right along the parting of the hair. I'm just giving it as a reference. It doesn't come right on that, comes probably underneath that. So it comes right down, and at this point where the parting takes place, right at the forehead, it flows, the Atma Nadi goes down. This point is, at that point, there is a connectivity there, and it is called Murda point. It is like, you have wires at home, and in certain point they call it the junction box, right?
Yes.
mm,
So the Murda point is, you can consider as a junction point. What else is coming there, I don't know, but you can consider that as a junction box. That's a junction box. So if this point is very, very important. This point is what is called Murda point, and the light that is emanating from that, you can get the darshanam of Siddhas. That's the meaning of the sutra. Okay, that's the meaning of the sutra. But let us go a bit deeper and understand that this Nadi, the Atma Nadi, which comes from here, from the Sahasrara Chakra, all the way down, and this is where you have the Murda point, and then it goes down, and all the way down, and right up to the sternum, this hollow in the chest. Hollow in the chest, okay? That's where it goes. And right behind this, and right behind that, in the hollow of the chest, behind that bone, the sternum bone, right behind that hollow, is where you have the 8th chakra called Atma Chakra. This is not the Anahata Chakra. This is the Atma Chakra. Anahata Chakra is on the, where is it? Where is Anahata Chakra? It's in the center of the body.
oh,
Anahata Chakra is between the breast, but at the center of the body. That is Anahata Chakra, the heart chakra.
heart chakra.
That's what they call, right? Anahata Chakra.
Mm.
This is Atma Chakra. This is not in the center of the body. All chakras, all the 7 chakras are in the center of the body. This 8th chakra is just behind is in the front of the body, right? Just behind the sternum, in the hollow, there, right there, right behind that. Okay. So what we have to understand is, if this Murdanya point is stripped, then these autoimmune conditions like cancer, etc., will happen. Because once it is stripped, it is not getting the connectivity from the divine to the Atma Chakra. So which means it is not getting the daily dose of, when you go into deep sleep, we already discussed this, right? When you go into deep sleep, you get connected to the divine, and then some downloads are happening, correct?
Mm. Yes.
That immunity all this for many conditions, for immune conditions, this download takes place. Whatever updates have to be sent to each one of us, it will come. Some of the updates could be karmic also. If you have to get a karmic pain, like in 2019 September, I got a karmic pain. It could be a program which was already there and got activated, or it could be downloaded at that time too. Or a trigger could be sent from above to activate it. So forget about that. The whatever downloads you are getting from the divine every day, if that is not there, it won't be there for people who don't sleep well also, right? They won't get it because it is not, your transmitter is not getting, you are not getting connected. And so you're not getting the daily downloads. You're not getting the updates. And for people, for those for whom this has stripped, even if they are getting it, it stops right here. It doesn't go all the way to the Atma Chakra. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So then they will suffer from autoimmune conditions. So Siddha Darshana. So apparently when you look at this, it looks as if you will get the darshan of various siddhas. But what it really means is, unless this connectivity, this Murdanya point is active and well and energized, you are not going to get the siddhis, the various siddhis that we are talking about. For these siddhis to happen, this point has to be in good shape. With me, people?
Yes, yes.
Let's see what else I have on that. So Murda is the point. So by the light of the point Murda, you are able to see the siddhas. That's what the sutra is saying. Murda is the point that facilitates that this communication to the Atma Chakra, right? Atma Nadi runs from the Murda point to the sternum. So the siddhas or siddhis come from the connectivity. So only if this connectivity is good will you get the siddhis. If this connectivity is not okay, I mean, even if it does fully trip, if it is not functioning well enough, some block is there, little bit of block here and there, we may not get the siddhis. Although we could, we are not getting the siddhis. So that's why this has to be cleaned out. How do you clean it out? How do we clean this out?
Chakra Dhyana.
Not only Chakra Dhyana. You have to live a life of moderation, and the reactivities should go. All that has to happen. See, only when those things come to a rest can the siddhis be given, right? Otherwise, if a siddhi is given to Meena, she will use it for her grandson. So not for those things not to happen. That's why you have to evolve. And that evolution happens based on your meditation every day, your other yamas, niyamas, all that. The life of moderation, this reactivity going down, all this. It's a full package. Somewhere in my notes, I have written that Dr. Rajan has recommended 20 minutes of meditation 3 times a day. See, we want all these siddhis, we want all these states, we want unmanifest divine connectivity, everything, but we will not do any sadhana. It has to come cheap. Or we are willing to pay a price. We are willing to pay $1,000 if it can be sold. If it is a pill that we can take and we can swallow. Anyway, that is why we saw a sutra where it says you can also get into some of these higher states by drugs, right? By using drugs. We saw this in sutra in chapter 2 or chapter 1, I cannot remember. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. You can get some states. You can get into certain states for temporarily. You can hallucinate. So it is the light of the Murda point that enables the siddhis. When the light is blocked, it creates problems relative to the connectivity, right? Cancer and other autoimmune conditions occur when the connectivity is stripped. So that's what we are saying here. Okay. Shall we move on? Any questions? We'll talk about Atma Chakra. A couple of sutras down, we'll talk about. I have not spoken about how I only mentioned about Atma Chakra, but we'll talk in detail about Atma Chakra, few sutras down. Shall we move?
Yes.
Yes.
Pratibhatva Sarvam. So 33 and 34, you have to take it together. That is Murda Jyoti, Murda Jyotishi, Siddha Darshanam, Pratibhatva Sarvam. Pratibhat, Bha means that exchange or light. So by the reflection of the light.
What is exchange or light? What word is that?
Huh?
For exchange and light, what word is that?
No.
Ba?
Pratibhat means light, reflection, light reflection. That is the reflection of light in you. He is basically calling this Murdanya point as the reflection point. Light reflection inside you. So what does it give you? What does that light give you? Pratibhatva Sarvam. You can know everything. Once this is enabled, once this is fully functional, this Murdanya point, from that light, you can know everything. That is the supreme wisdom. You are connected to the supreme wisdom, which means that samyama, everything will happen. Samyama is also a siddhi, correct? So unless this Murdanya point is fully active and good, the samyama cannot happen. It may happen here and there without me being fully aware. It cannot happen on demand. Okay. Hridaye chitta sambit. Hridaye means core. Sambit, knowing everything. Knowing everything. Chitta, we know. So what are we saying here? Hridaye. When you say Hridaye, means, what does Hridaya mean?
Heart chakra.
Atma chakra, it's not heart chakra.
Atma chakra.
Hridaya does not mean Atma Chakra. Hridaya means in the core. When we say the heart of the matter, when we say the heart of the matter, what does it mean? Are we talking about the physical heart?
No, no.
Huh? What are we talking about?
The core.
When we say
The
the
point.
heart of the matter, we are saying the core of the matter, right?
The point.
We are talking about the spiritual heart. So he is talking about the spiritual heart here. Hridaya. Hrit means what is hidden. That is what is hrit. Hrit. Hrit means hidden. What is hidden is called hrit. When we say heart of the matter, we usually talk of the core of the matter. So Hridaya means not the physical heart, but the spiritual heart. So the spiritual heart is behind the sternum. That's what I told you a couple of sutras back. Is behind the sternum, in the front of the body, just under the sternum bone. Just under the sternum bone. Why is it important? Knowing everything, because it is the Atma Chakra that holds the Vidya. Not the Avidya, Vidya. So what is Atma Vidya? You have seen this many times, right? Atma Vidya.
Knowledge of the
Self.
self.
Knowledge of
Self-knowledge.
self-knowledge, knowledge of the cosmos, why we are here, about us, right? All this. What our Swadharma, nature of existence, purpose of living. We also, did we not do an assignment on purpose of living?
Yes, purpose of life. Yes.
Purpose.
Purpose of living. Why we did that assignment. So purpose of living, all that knowledge is here in the Atma Chakra. And this Atma Chakra, the Atma Vidya, which is held in Atma Chakra, grows with meditation.
Oh.
Yes. So
Kumar, please repeat. Repeat, please.
The Atma Vidya, that is, the Atma Vidya is held in the Atma Chakra. So with meditation, the Atma Vidya grows in the Atma Chakra. So meditation here means what? It also means that you are doing a samyama, right? So that's why meditation is very important. Only through meditation, the Atma Vidya can increase. And in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks Krishna, oh Krishna, I think it in chapter 6, if I'm not wrong. He says, oh Arjuna, oh Krishna, okay, you are telling me all these things about meditation and all that. Okay, I start doing this. And what happens if I die? And I have only reached, let us say, only 30% of the Atma Vidya. So if I am reborn, I have to restart. I have to start all over again. And Bhagavan Krishna says, what does he say? Come on, people.
No.
All of you have studied Bhagavad Gita.
It carries over
Yes.
to next slide.
So Bhagavan Krishna says, no, Arjuna, don't worry. This is the only thing, one and only thing that will travel with you upon death. Nothing else. I mean, nothing else meaning all this karma, klesha, all that also will go. right? You cannot carry any other property from here. None of your other skills can be carried. The only thing that you can carry with you is Atma Vidya. So that's why this Atma Chakra is very important. All the Atma Vidya is right, is in this chakra. The Atma Vidya is held in this chakra. This Atma Vidya never diminishes from one lifetime to the next. It only grows. This is the only knowledge which can be carried forward to the next birth. So when the soul, what is the soul? Soul is only a set of programs, right? When it leaves, when upon death, when it leaves the body, and if it so happens that it has not got moksha, it has to reincarnate, and when it reincarnates in another body, this Atma Vidya will remain intact. Whatever it has gained through various births, that Atma Vidya will remain intact, and it will build from there. So based on the Atma Vidya, also your rebirth, where you are going to be born, will be chosen. So if your Atma Vidya is very high, you will be put in a family where you have a chance to get that moksha. Right?
Yes.
So all of us have had the wonderful opportunity of being born in a family. That is why we are sitting here and listening to this. Remember that. So don't waste it. Uma Chandran, don't waste it. Are you hearing me, Uma?
Yes, okay, Kumarji.
Yes. You tell me yes. Actions speak louder than words. So, Sutra 35, Hridaya Chitta Samvit. So, that's what it is. The Atma Chakra holds all the knowledge, meaning it holds, it knows, knowing everything. You can know everything. You can have the entire wisdom here in the Atma Chakra. So, when that is how you find out whether a person is enlightened or not. Yes. An enlightened person, that is why a person who's gone into bhakti yoga and let us say is completely surrendered, he may have connectivity, everything, but the knowledge here may not be complete. That knowledge, this knowledge will be here, this Atma Vidya will be complete and he will be enlightened only if he goes through the samyama process and places questions and get answers, and it rises. Okay. I don't want to go to the next sutra because it is a long sutra and it will take a long time to, it will take a good amount of time to discuss that. I thought I would finish until 38 or 39 today, but it's okay. Any questions with what we have covered so far? Important sutras we have covered. Couple of
How do we
minutes.
know when we're at the last life, right?
How do we know when?
The last life. You have to be your family you're born into is how do you,
No.
does that say anything about you being born into your last life?
You can get to know last life. Yes, that is a siddhi. That is a siddhi by itself. So every siddhi is given to a person based on the requirement of the cosmos, correct? So if there is a requirement that Tammy should know her past life, it will be given.
And I was referring to the last life. How
Referring
do
to
we
the-
know when it's the last one?
Oh, how do we know that this is our last life?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a siddhi, there is inside us, there is a flag. I mean, I'm talking in software, hardware technology. For everything, there is a flag, like a check mark. Let us say there is a check mark box. In one box is called birth, no rebirth. So if that is checked, no rebirth. If that is checked, you are not going to come back. Meaning, there is no rebirth. How you won't have rebirth if all your karmas is wiped out? So you are going to ask me now, how do I know my karmas are wiped out? So actually, there is a sutra on that in chapter 4, Dharma Mega Samadhi, towards the end of the chapter 4. There also it doesn't. It only says all these things, all the karmas will be burnt. But I got to learn through Dr. Rajan that there is a flag. Yeah, and that flag will get reset once there is no rebirth. That flag will be reset.
Thank you much.
So he loosely said flag. So I do not know what exactly the mechanism is, but he loosely said, Kumar, it's like a flag. So
That's
I
in
said, okay,
today's
that makes
class.
sense. Yeah, because he knows that anything in hardware or software, he says that I will quickly get it. So
All right, thank you everyone.
good question.
Thank you.
Okay, on
Namaste.
that note,
Atma Vidya comes from the birth itself.
whatever you have accumulated, it is like bank balance. It is like a bank balance. If you close a bank account and you open a new bank account, won't you transfer this money to the other bank?
Yes.
And the other bank will have the same amount of money. They are not going to put they are not going to add money, right?
Okay.
So Atma Vidya is like that. After one birth, when you come back to the next birth, that Atma Vidya will come, because it is the same soul. The software with which you live, that's the same set of software is going to come back. You must look at it from the point of view of this software. It never changes. It's the same set of software which comes and then leaves. Okay, it adds some karmas and all that. I'm not talking about that. We're just talking about the fact that the soul goes back and forth. I'm not sure you're understanding what I'm saying.
Yes, I understood.
We will discuss more on Tuesday during the tutorial.
Okay.
Write down all your questions. We'll discuss all. Okay.
Yeah.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
See you next week.
Namaste, Kumar.
Please do
Thank
your
you.
Namaste.
please do your assignments.
Okay. Sure.